Hi everybody, it's Diana with StampingWithDi.com, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Santa Ana Valley, Arizona, and I want to welcome you to this week's Dies Shorts. And I am actually going to be doing the paper pumpkin. I finally got my paper pumpkin. I don't know why it takes so long, but it does. But anyway, so this is the Sending Hearts paper pumpkin. So I thought I would do the cards like it says, and then I have 4 alternatives to share with you. And it is a super cute this month. Sometimes I'm not a super fan. I mean, that's just normal, right? I mean, we can't like everything. It'd be nice if you liked everything, but it doesn't always happen. So, hello, Ginny. Yeah, I think did mine come yesterday? I think mine came yesterday. I'm not even sure, but I know, other people get theirs way earlier. Okay, so I thought I'm gonna come on and have fun with it. All right, so let me put that over there so I don't lose it. And let's turn the camera around and get started. All right. Flip the camera. All right, that's good. Make sure I can see in the group on the laptop. Looks not too bad. Sometimes I'm a little crooked, but all right. I think that's pretty good. All right, and I always mention my host code. So this is where you can reach me on my blog, see other ideas or whatever. And this is the host code for January. And we've only got a week and a bit, right? Of January left. So the 2021 is zipping right on by. So hi, Ginny, Ann, and Marcy. I'm so glad that you are here to spend your Friday with me. Okay, so inside the little box also came with this cute little thing. So if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, there was a little add-on. So it's just a little advertisement in regards to the cute little Love Box add-ons. So make sure you get those if they're still available. They go fast, especially when it's something cute. So I'm also going to be showing you later today. I also used the Always Die. I want to get these out of the way so I don't forget. And the layering ovals. So I used those 2 dies on the alternatives. On the alternatives, I also used the striped ribbon from the Playful Pets. So like I told you the other day, I always write the name of the ribbon on the spool, because this is one of the combo spools of ribbon, so it doesn't have the name like on it. So when I just come upon that in my ribbon stash, I always go, what is that from? So I just write it on there because it's down in there. All right, so let's get started with the cute cards. All right, so you get a Poppy Parade little spot came with them this month. But I never use the spots because I have all the big ink pads. So I just always use my big ink pad. So that's what I'm using. All right. So we have this fun card here. So this one I'm just going to make just like the directions. All right, I want my little stamping only thing because it is a photopolymer stamp. You want to have just a little bit more cushion. So this is just a little foam, the foam mat that we have. It's not in the catalog, but you can still get it. All right, so I just have one that's for stamping only, and then I have one that I use for poking and stuff, and it's like all poked to pieces. So I wanted this one nice, so I just wrote stamping only on it. All right, so I'm inking up the beautiful stamp that came with it with my Poppy Parade. And Goes right on there. So this is such a fun, I really enjoyed playing with this one. I just kind of sat there and just came up with some things. All right, so then it also has these punch outs. So you have like this punch out, and you can see I used the other ones. I also want to stamp on here where it is the little, it says you, so it's going to say love you. So we have our little U. Let's see, I'm going to move my ink pad out of the way. I don't want to close it because I am going to use it again for the other card. All right. Then we have these fun little black scallops. So I need one of those. All right, I can put that little mat away. I also need, it came with this really fun, thin, kind of grosgrain-ish like ribbon. So it came with that. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take my adhesive and I'm going to put some adhesive on the back here, and then I'm just going to lay it on top of my scallop like that. And then I have my little silicone because the adhesive is showing just a little bit and I don't want it to stick to the desk. And then I'm going to take, now I don't know if this is how they did their ribbon, but this is how I'm doing my ribbon. So I'm taking my ribbon and I'm cutting a little bit, and then I'm going to stick it on with glue dots. So you know how I do this, the cheater bow, the cheater tie, just so it's like a fake, it's a way to add like a fake tie on your thing, and it just makes you have more of a solid loop and a solid tie. So I've got glue dots on the back, and then I'm just sticking it to the back. If you want, you can, just for heck's sake, I'm going to grab a couple little pieces of Scotch tape, and that just reinforces it just a little bit. All right, so let me bring my card back over. Then I'm going to put some dimensionals. So it did come with dimensionals. It also came with the little glue dots. And you know what I do with these, right? Every month. Into the garbage. I just throw those away because I have spools. And I would just as soon use the spool. So it might be wasteful, but I don't use them. So they're a pain. I'm glad that they do supply them though. So, because some people might not have the spool of the glue dots. So hi Mary, how are you? This is twice in one day. Huh. All right. So that's my little, so then you're going to stick it on the card. And then we have our love. So I'm also going to be using the dimensionals on the love. I do love the dimensionals, though, that come in the paper pumpkins. It's like a bigger little thing, and to me they're like gushier. They're like a little softer. So there's my love, and then I need to find my U, and then I'm going to put the U on with a couple glue dots. Better late than never, I always say. All right, so there's love you. And then I just take my black ribbon and I go up underneath here. And then I just kind of, I'm going to guess. I can tie it and not waste it, but I'm almost done that spool from the other stuff. So if I waste this little bit, I'm not going to worry about it. All right, so remember, one, and then you give it an extra little loop, and then that will hold your ribbon in place. And then we're just going to tie it in a pretty little bow. Pull my tails just to get them right. This ribbon has a funny feel to it. All right, And then trim. So I'm going to trim my tails, and I may trim them more later. Okay, then we also got these really cute little, I'm trying to think they're like an embellishment. They are it went right out of my noggin. All right. Enamel hearts. So we're just going to put a few on the card. So I'm going to stick one here. I'm going to put some up here. So the card already had these cute little designs up on the top. So I'm just basically putting one on top of what's already there just to cover it. And then it just gives a little pop, a little shine, but so super cute. So I do need to trim because this is like kind of crazy. But isn't that cute little card? I'm looking at the one I made earlier. So here's the one I made earlier. And then you can see I got some red. I dropped it right now in the pad. Not good. That's why I should have cleaned my heart before I did that. All right, so I'm going to put these behind me so I don't get any more ink on them. Hey, Debbie. All right, so I'm going to stick that back there. All right, so let's do card number 2. And this is, again, doing it the way it says to do it on the sheet. So I'm getting out my little mat again. And then this one has sending, what does it say? Sending love your way. And it's got these cute little tags. Sending love your way. And then I also need a stamp on this. So then you have this cute little card with the little mailbox. And then we want, there's like the little tiny hearts and flowers. And then that's going to go, turn it upside down, turn it right side up. And that goes here. So it's like the mailbox has stuff floating out of it. Super cute. All right. So that's that. Let me get that out of their way. So this also has its black scallop. So I'm going to do the same thing as I did on the other one. I'm going to put my adhesive on the back. And then bring my little sheet over. And it's such a mess, but hey, I love my silicone sheet. It makes things, if you make any boo-boos, the adhesive doesn't stick, so you can fix your boo-boos. And it's good if we can fix our boo-boos. All right, and then it's got this cute paper here. Look how fun this is. And I like that it's on both sides. So it's so useful. And I'll show you why I was so glad when I show you the alternative. Why I was so glad it was like that on both sides. All right. So then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take my dimensionals and stick them on. Oop, I got 2. No biggie. All right. And there's so many dimensionals, like you won't have any problem popping everything up. All right. Whoop, almost upside down. All right, then I'm sticking this on here like that. Then that black ribbon right here. Then I'm just going to make a bow. So I'm just going to make a loop, wrap it around, bring it through, and make my tie. And then you can fiddle fart around with your loop-de-loos and make them as small or large as you want. And I'll cut my tails again, because what it was like right here. So then I can pull that out just a little bit, and then I'll trim it after. All right, so I'm going to take my glue dot, And I'm just going to stick my ribbon on the glue dot. And then I'm just going to kind of squeeze that glue dot around my ribbon. And then it's going to go right on the card like that. Then we're going to take our little sending love your way. Ginny, sometimes I'm like that too. And I have found that, you know, now that I'm doing the paper pumpkin videos, I have been forcing myself lately to use them. But I did find in the past, there was times where I didn't open them. But I'm like, you know, but this one I was like, oh my gosh, this one's so cute. So, all right. And then this is just going to go on here. So it just kind of straddles that ribbon like that. And then you can do the same thing with the little hearts. So we have a cute little heart, like it's sealed the envelope. And then how I get these off, I've been just like bending the plastic, and then it just kind of pops the edge up a little bit, and it allows me to get my scissors up underneath there to get a hold of it. And then a big one up here. I think that was it for that one. But definitely these need a haircut. All right. So super cute. So there's that one. So then here is the one I did earlier. So very, very similar. I probably, you know, I have a different little embellishments up there, but done and super cute. Now for the fun part. Okay, well that was fun too, but now I want to show you the alternatives. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close that ink pad. You just got yours today, Diane? Good. So now you can, this weekend or tonight or whatever, you can work on your paper pumpkin. If you are not a paper pumpkin subscriber, just make sure you go to my blog and you can get the link to that, because if you miss a month, and then what they do is they'll come out with refills. So like if you like these, you go, oh my gosh, I want to make more of those. You can. But you have to be a paper pumpkin subscriber in order to get the refill ones. So you definitely want to become a subscriber. And then if there's where you want to take a break, you just go into your account and you just suspend it, or you can put 0. Like sometimes I'll go in if I know it's going to be cute, because we kind of get these little hints. And then sometimes I'll go in and I'll say, oh my gosh, I would like 3, you know, because I know I'm going to want more of them. So, but you have to be a subscriber, you know, in order to get the refills, in order to do that. So just make sure, if you're not a subscriber, that you definitely do it. And you always want to subscribe before the 10th of the month. So like February 10th, and then you will get February's. If you do it after February 10th, you won't get your paper pumpkin till March. So you definitely want to decide and get it done so you don't forget. All right, so let me show you, I'll stop blabbing, and let me show you the fun little alternatives that I came up with. So here's one. So what I did was I used a piece of Whisper White. Oh, I'm going to say Whisper White probably forever, but it's basic white thick. And I just made a card base with it. I trimmed down the card. Where's the cards? Let me get the back. Come here, little cards. All right, so here was the main ones. All right, so what I did was I just cut this card in half. So this is why I was so excited that it had the pattern on both sides, because then you can do 2 cards. So what I did was I cut the card apart and shortened it a little bit. So I got another panel. So I made the card, then I trimmed down, I trimmed this down just a little bit so that I could back it with some basic black cardstock. And then I used the Love. So here you can see the difference. So this is the, this is the one that, by following the rules. And then this is the Rebel card where I just changed it up. But what's cool is this came with so many cute little stamps. So hopefully you can see that. And also has some red envelopes. So let me see if this helps. So I think that helps. So you can see the other images you got. And then it has a cute little snail. So see, it goes with some of the other stamps that are in the catalog. So this goes with the Snailed It, and I believe that goes with the Always. So super, super fun. So what I did was I wanted to decorate on the inside. So I took another piece of basic white thick and I stamped the little snail. So he's on the inside, and then you can write your I love you, blah, 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 on the inside. And I just stamped him with the memento, colored him with the blends. And I did use a gel pen to put a couple little dots on his shell, just to make him be super cute. But, so yeah, so that shows, I don't want to keep going up and down. Okay, so that just shows you, how fun it can be. So that was the one that I switched. All right, let's see. So here's another one using that same paper. So here's another one. So this uses that same paper. I don't think I'd put anything on the inside of this one yet. And then what I did was I used the front from this one. And then this is where I came in with that, what did I call it? Party. Oh my gosh, the Playful Pet ribbon. So I used a Playful Pet ribbon instead. And then I also used the matte black dot embellishments. So I added some of those because see, there's like these little black dots. So they just kind of emphasized these little black dots. And I could go back, and I still might, because I have plenty of the enamel hearts left. So I might go back and I might add some more enamel hearts here and there. But there's another one that I did with that same card, base or whatever. And then, all right, so let's see. So then there was this one. So then I did this card too. So this uses this card base, but I had extra of this when I cut that card apart. So then I just put it on top, and then I had extra scallops because I didn't use, because I used scallops elsewhere. So, so this made it be a little bit different there. And then I put the black scallop on the top and the bottom. I also tied the two ribbons together. They look super cute together. And I just tied them like I just tied that one there, but I just used the two of them together. And here I did combine the black matte as well as the, the enamel hearts that came with it. And then on the inside, because I had leftover from the last alternative I'll show you, I had leftover from this pink. So what I did was I put it on the inside of the card, and then I had an extra one of these because I didn't use all of these up. So I put it on the inside of the card, and I used a couple of the extra little greetings because they're so fun. And I love these XOXO. I love that they're all different sizes. So it almost looks like it's like kind of singing at you. So, and I still could, stamp that little, how it was on this one. So I still could go back and put some in there. But, so I love how that one turned out. That one too. So, all right. And then the last one, and then did I use any of, I'm trying to see. Did I use any of these? Let's see. I thought I was going to. Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. On this one, I used some of the Resin heart embellishments. So it adds a little, even though these are red, it still looks totally fine on the card. So I used some of these. Now the resin heart embellishments are what I have for my dies incentive for January. So when you place an order in my on my store, use the code. If it's $75 before tax and shipping, in February when you get your thank you card, you'll get a pack of these with your thank you card. So, and then that's just something that I do. That's not something that Stampin' Up! Is doing. All right. Oh, Jeannie, I'm glad. All right. So then this one might be my favorite. So I love these little boxes. I'm not putting it together for you because I've done that a couple times and you're probably sick of seeing me put these little boxes together. So this is one of the Love You treat boxes. And this is where I use the layering ovals, and then it has the scallop that's part of it, and that's where that always die came from, and it does match this, right? So now I never tried, like it might even cut that out, but it's basically the same thing, right? All right, so and then I used a little snail that came with the stamp, and then I used the black matte dots again, and I even, if you could see, I put the matte black dots on the eyeballs, so the eyeballs push out of the little snail, and then I just put the glued, or the gel pen. So I did the gel pen. I know we don't sell them, get them on Amazon, but I put like little white dots in the eyes, and then I decorated a little bit of the love, just to kind of make it shine almost. But what I did was I cut up one of these cards. So that's where the pieces came from for the inside of that one. Remember I showed you the inside of this one. So remember I showed you the inside pieces here? So it's the leftovers from when I cut the card up. So you just want to cut your card in half, and then you're going to use the leftovers, and then you just cover the box. So the box I covered like all the way around, so it used a full card except for those two pieces that I put in that card. And then so this is where I used the other scallops, so that's why I had that extra big, that smaller scallop, where I put two on that one card because I had used two big ones over here. And then to me it almost looks like a cake, almost like icing on a cake. And then, like I showed you the other day, where you punch a hole with your crocodile and put the ribbon through, and then it gives you, you just have to give it a little push from the side, but then you can pull it open. And then I put a piece on the inside, so it kind of, you know, if you've got stuff going on, you could do whatever you want. You could make a little surprise in there, or you could fill it with candy. But this ribbon was skinnier, and I think it's going to maybe come out of the hole, even though you knot it, more when the other ribbon's a little thicker. So what I did was I took an old button, and these are forever ago buttons, so you just need a button. So I put the button on the inside, and then I just put the ribbon through the button and tied the knot, and now that button holds it tight, so it's not going to come out. All right. So, and it would have helped if I'd have probably used the smaller hole on the crocodile, but just from habit, from punching the bigger one for the other ribbons, I did the same thing. And then I was like, oh, I should have used the smaller one. But even if I did, I still think I would have reinforced it with the button, because it is kind of a slender ribbon, and that kind of looks cute in there. So anyways, but those are the fun alternatives. So I want to say I totally had so much fun coming up with these extra ones. So I hope you will think about doing that yourself and making some alternative stuff. Maybe one or two from here. That would be cool. But so that will give you something to do on the weekend. So Marcy and I have our Over the Border Hello Dear Friend kit class tomorrow. So we are excited to see everybody for that. We have for February, we have the Over the Border, and it's going to be the Hey Birthday Chick. So that's the same thing, a virtual class. and it will be the 27th of February. And we have a private group for that, and it's a Zoom, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So watch for those registrations to open up, and that will be Marcy. We'll order from Marcy in Canada, and then from me in the States, and then we do them together in the Zoom. So it's very, very fun. And so just watch for more information on those, and make sure you sign up for those. And I think that's all I'm going to gab about today. I want to say have a great weekend. I'll see you Tuesday, this same group, Teaching Tuesday, 3 o'clock Arizona time, next week. Oh, wait. Well, I have my mimeograph Monday, but that's pre-taped. So that will just show up in my YouTube channel. So anyways, have a great weekend, everyone. And I will see you next week.